What's up, everybody? This is Jason Dramino here, along with my homeboy Matt. We are ready to kick off the third official episode, and this is the most consistent we've been with this. I have to thank Matt for keeping me on the ball to get this going every week, so everyone can get a fantastic podcast. Excuse me, I forgot to turn my light on. So we're gonna jump right into things. I actually want to do a recap, Matt, if you don't mind. Actually, I did not have this on the script, so I'm just going to kind of throw it out at you.
That's fine.
Can you go over Gen Con a little bit for us? Because you were there last week.
Yeah, I was at Gen Con. It's a board game, tabletop game convention, and I covered it for GameOctane. I interviewed some developers. I played some board games. I bought a bunch of board games. It was a great experience. It was cool. Hopefully, I'm going to have some board game reviews up, and I want to try to make those videos, but I'm never made a video before, so that's kind of a new endeavor I'm going to try to do for GameOctane, because I think the written medium for board games is going to be a little weird. So I want to try to do it as a video review, but we'll see that. And yeah, what else you want to know? What else?
I mean, how was it? I know when we first got a hold of you, I think it was your first day. So just kind of want to see.
First night. Yeah, no. So it went great. I have some review codes coming for some mobile games that they had there, which I'm super pumped about, from Asmodee Digital. All their stuff's really awesome, and I talked to those girls, and they were awesome. The event was cool. I really liked it. I want to go back next year. Great con. It was my first con, so it was a little like weird at first, to try to get to understand kind of everything. People are smelly and everything.
Yeah, about that. I warned you. Before you went.
Yeah, and I mean, I got the con aids, so I have an awful cold. I was getting it the last day there.
Dude,
I was starting to
the number one rule is you gotta wash your hands. If you're not in the line and you're not talking to someone, wash your fucking hands. It's just gotta happen.
I should have brought Germex or something, because it was bad, but
you're gonna need more than that.
Yeah,
to get the AIDS off, you're gonna need more than that. It's so good.
I hung around the Kingdom Death Monster board game booth a lot, and I talked to those guys a lot. Just talked to them, didn't really interview them or anything like that, but
that's good though.
Super pumped about that. So yeah, I mean, it was great. It was good. I think I still have a lot to learn about how to cover things as press. So maybe next year, maybe I don't know if someone could come, I could get somebody to come with me, or
come with me. Help me.
I need.
Well, yeah, you went in by yourself. Well, your wife was with you, right? But I mean, technically,
and
first time
she was there.
You did a pretty good job, so I'm excited to see all the stuff that you actually brought back and can show us, because board games is something that we've kind of always wanted to do, and I think this is a great zip in, so it'd be awesome. So let's dive into it. Any new releases this week that you were super excited about, or do you think this week was kind of slow? To me, I feel like it was slow.
I think it was slow too, because you pulled this together because I've been super busy with school. My school started, and I was feeling like shit. So you pulled the new releases together. When I saw this, I was like, man, Jason didn't really put that much stuff on there. And then I was looking it up, and I was like, no, nothing.
No, Jason is pretty fucking awesome. So keep talking shit, bro.
No, you got it all covered pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I guess what I find funny. So I guess we'll go over the big things were, Madden 18 that came out on everything. Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is the standalone, I guess, expansion for Uncharted 4.
It's beautiful. Oh, fuck, it's such a beautiful game.
Have you played it?
I haven't played it, but Blue Nile from Paradigm Gaming has been playing it, and there's picture mode, and he has some gorgeous screenshots I would want to put on my desktop, fucking beautiful pictures.
Oh shit! So yeah, I've seen those. So those are from the game.
Yeah, it's in game. You just kick. It's a lot of the PlayStation games now. You can kick on the photo mode. Batman had it, and you can it hides your UI, and you can kind of throw Instagram filters and shit on it. But yeah, it looks really good. He was underwater and took a picture up looking at lily pads. It was pretty sick.
I'm just concerned because, as big as Uncharted 4 was for PlayStation, I'm surprised I'm personally not hearing more about the Lost Legacy. My Twitter feed isn't full of people talking about the Lost Legacy.
I agree.
I was concerned. I was like, did it come out? Because I thought it came out this week, and then I actually had to look. Like, oh, it did come out this week. It came out, Tuesday, and I haven't heard anything from it, like about it. You know what I mean? So,
from what I've heard, is people are liking it, but I think the female protagonist is kind of turning people off on it, which is really ridiculous reason to do something like that because it looks amazing. The action and stuff looks amazing. I really want to play it. I mean, I have all of them right now, and I need to get on this one. I didn't even beat the last one yet.
My thing is, I'm not an Uncharted fan at all. I don't like Uncharted, but this one I want to play. So like, maybe I'll give this one a shot, but I don't know if I should if I haven't played the other ones.
I don't know how much it's tied into it. I don't know if it's like after the fourth one or a prequel. I honestly do not know where the storyline is on this. Sony isn't too forthcoming with us as a website, so they don't really give us much information. And with us trying to do all our own news, it's kind of hard to keep up on everything else. But I think it's good. I think it's good. We can have hope. We'll have hope.
Yeah,
maybe drop something.
Yeah, maybe we can have him talk about it or something. But yeah, and then they got a F1 2017 came out on PS4 and Xbox One, and then the XCOM War of the Chosen. That is a DLC, correct?
Yep, it's an expansion of the badass XCOM series, XCOM 2. So that's if you're an XCOM fan, I definitely pick that up because it has some sweet ass new story and stuff inside of it that look pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Jake Solomon, the producer or whatever, the game designer on that, I believe he's doing a AMA on Reddit tomorrow.
Oh, really?
It could have been today. Maybe I read that wrong, but like go to his Twitter. Yeah, I think it's just Jake Solomon on Twitter or whatever, and he's doing an AMA, or he already did one, and you can go read it if you want.
Yeah, I may have to pop in to be sick.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I like him a lot. But yeah, that's kind of the new releases. There might have been some other things. I mean, I saw a few little games, but nothing that I was
think there was like a couple mobile games and a couple of like a 3DS indie game. Nothing really, I think, to write home about. But I think this was the major. I think Madden was probably the biggest one.
Yeah,
Madden always sells. I think it's picking up steam. I haven't bought a Madden game in a long time because once it got to the next gen and it was online, I found out how terrible I am at that game. So I kind of stopped. I'm like, nah, I can't play this game.
So I want to come back to that point about Madden in 1 second, but I do want to jump back to something.
Okay.
This came out at Gen Con. It's a mobile game. I told you guys about it. It's called Tunnels and Trolls Adventure.
I've been playing that, and I've been getting my absolute ass kicked.
Yeah, it's based off the Tunnels and Trolls tabletop game, which is kind of based off D&D, but it's kind of tried to be a simpler version of D&D. It's a very old school, like 70s, 80s style, like vibe. The art and everything. It also kicks your ass like all the time. It's a really cool game. It's you make your own character. You
don't have to if you don't want.
You don't have to. You can play the pre-generated ones. But you can make your character. You can play pre-generated ones. You go through these like one-shot adventures, and they have branching story paths, and you choose what you do. I talked to these guys. I think it's Meta Arcade at Gen Con. I had a great, amazing interview with them. I want to figure out how to cover this for you guys the best. But the game is just awesome. I would just go check it. It's totally free to play. You can buy the modules, or you can spend hearts to like play certain modules. That comes with one free module. Which I haven't been able to get through yet, so my time has been sated because like I haven't played any of the other pay for modules or whatever. I've just been playing the free one, but it's really cool. It's a really good like I don't want to say time waster game, but it's kind of what that's what I do.
It is fun. Like I played it for a bit because after you talked about it, I'm like, okay, I need to try this out because I love playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure game, but you can't like, oh shit, I want to go back to this page, I want to flip back and I want to do something else. Nah, you're kind of fucked if you choose the wrong thing. But it was fun. I died every time. And it's not like frustrating death, but I was kind of like, God, if I can just level up, I'm sure I can kick some more ass. But never got that far. But yeah, it's been fun.
But definitely, that's like an honorable mention. It was like I said, it was released last week at Gen Con. It went live, so definitely check it out. It's free, so give it a download. Like I think it's awesome. But,
yeah, it's not littered with ads. Like it's just like if you want to play the next adventure, you can either keep playing and get hearts, I think, or you can do it one time for hearts, or you can just buy it.
Yeah, you start with 20 hearts, and every time you play a non-free module, you have to spend a heart. And let's say you're out of hearts, you can just watch an ad and you'll get in hearts so you can play, or you can just buy like the module for like I think like $1, and the most expensive one's like $4.
Yeah,
But
it's not bad.
enough about that. I want to write about that later, so I don't want to spoil too much. But definitely check that out. And then going back to the Madden. So you said you're not really a Madden fan.
I am a Madden fan. Like I used to buy all the. I used to actually bought all the game days. Like when game day first came out from 989 Studio. Like I'm gonna date myself a little bit, but I love Madden. I think Madden's great. I love how it's doing. It's bringing a completely different wave of fans to esports, because there's Madden tournaments that are off the chain, and I would love to go check these out. But football is football is a complicated game. So to get Madden and to understand the plays, it's not like Tecmo Bowl where you just run up and down and try to juke everyone. Like, it's not actiony. It's realistic as shit. So if you're not reading defenses, if you're not reading shit, like you can fail. Like you fail bad. And I don't have time to invest in Madden enough and try to build my football knowledge to try to take on people online, because that's all I would really want to do. Like, you play single player, cool. Oh, cool. I can take a shitty team to the Super Bowl if I have a rookie. Awesome. I can take my shitty 49ers and win a championship with them. But I kind of stopped because I didn't like it. I didn't like feeling like I had to keep playing. I had to relearn the game to play the game. But I love it. I mean, if I had time and I wasn't running the website trying to play all the games and review them and like stream stuff, I would probably buy it, because I love NHL. I think about getting that one, but again, it takes a long time to play and to build up to it, and people don't want to watch me just get my ass beat like 61-9 to 3 online. Nobody wants to see that.
So my story with Madden's a little different. Okay. I don't like football. I've never liked the sport of football. I think it's boring. I think it's long. My favorite football was NFL Blitz for N64.
Yes.
That was my football. I don't really play them. You know, I have EA Access, and this is kind of going to be a rant about EA Access. So EA Access, you know about EA Access.
Yeah, I do.
Xbox One. It's a subscription service. It's $30 a year. You get access to the vault of EA games. So past EA games you can play for free. You get early access to, the new ones. You get discounts on EA games. Okay, so that's how I play NHL or NBA or NFL. Jesus, sorry, I'm tired. I just woke up, so
yeah.
That's how I play NFL. Where was I going with this? So Madden 18 came out, and I downloaded it because I really wanted to play the long shot mode. The long shot mode is their new story mode where it's a named protagonist. You go through his story of, I was playing a little bit today. Like he played in high school and he was really good, and then something happened and he dropped out of college, and I don't know, all this crazy stuff.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's fucking amazing. Blew me away. I was like, I want to buy Madden now. I was sold. I was sold on this game.
Mm-hmm.
What turned me off, and this is a rant about EA Access, because EA Access did this shit with fucking Andromeda, Mass Effect.
Okay.
EA Access, when they sold it to you, they were like, you get 10 hours with the game before it comes out. You get unrestricted play. You can play you get the full game, and you can play it for 10 hours, as much as you want.
Okay.
And then when 10 hours is up, the trial's done. And I was like, that's why I bought EA Access. That's why I was super pumped about EA Access. I day one, as soon as you could buy EA Access, I jumped on it. Mm-hmm. Like, I renew every year for the past 3 or 4 years, or ever how long the Xbox has been out. But I am so close to canceling because I'm so pissed off, because this is the second game that they have restricted where, so I got to a part in long shot mode, and it was like, oh, hey, thanks for playing long shot mode. You can play the rest of long shot mode if you buy the game.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wait, what? And they're like, you can play everything else in the game. You just can't play the good part of the game. You can play the fucking online. You can play whatever. And they did it with Mass Effect, where Mass Effect Andromeda, once you go to leave that first planet or whatever, they were like, hey, before you can leave, you actually have to buy the game. You don't get to just play. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to buy Andromeda. And I'm the same way. Fuck it, I'm not going to buy Madden. That's so much bullshit. They did. And then this is off the wall, but Titanfall 2 is an EA published game, but wasn't on EA Access. So I did not get to play it for free for 10 hours. I did not get early access to it. If I wanted Titanfall 2, I had to pay $60. And the service said in the fucking agreement, they changed this. I called it. This is when Titanfall 2 came out. I called them out on Twitter. Their page said every EA published game or some shit like that. And then I called them out on Twitter, and 20 minutes later, that line was gone from the website. I find it funny. Like I have
Wow.
screenshots. Like it's just so great. But like for what I don't let's EA or Madden 18 long shot mode, amazing. Fucking this bullshit with EA Access where they're like restricting the bullshit that they have. I'm not for that, and like I'm just so pissed off. So like they lost my sale because like they're gonna fucking lie, and it makes me so angry.
That's so good. I do. Okay, before when you're done with this rant, are you done?
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. I really am excited to have more of these story modes in the sports games, and I really hope they have one for NHL because I think that'd be fucking amazing. I would love to play long shot mod, but I honestly don't have time to throw another game in there. I would love to. But yeah, what else are you playing? What else are you playing lately?
Yeah, so I've also been playing the Dauntless. It's a PC game. It's basically a Monster Hunter clone, but it has a unique art style, and it's made by Capcom, so it's on PC. I played I played like 15 minutes, like the first hunt or whatever. It seems super awesome. I'm super pumped to play more of it. I want to stream it, so that was my problem. I played the first hunt, and I was like, no, I want to wait. I want to stream this, more. So I've been waiting to do that. And then that's kind of the only video games I've been playing. I have messed with at Gen Con. I bought an expansion for Kingdom Death Monster, which is this huge boutique board game. The miniatures you have to build yourself, and you have to glue them together.
Oh shit! Okay, you're going hardcore on this.
Yeah, and like I can't do that shit. Like I cannot put together shit. So I bought an expansion, and the expansion. Here, let me grab it real fast.
Yeah, sure. Just leave me here by myself and stuff. Cool. Thanks, man. Oh, hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back, huh?
This, I don't know if you can see it. This is the expansion monster. He's also got a little ball sack. I don't know if we can show that on Twitch.
Oh,
yeah. But so this guy, his expansion pack was $50. Like
$50.
It has like armor sets for him that you can like put on your characters, and it came with like an exclusive pinup character.
That's sick.
Yeah, but like basically that's what you get out of it, and it's $50. But like you have to put all this shit together and glue it. And so I wanted, before I got the core set, which comes with everything you need, I wanted to buy an expansion and try to like learn how to build so I don't fuck everything up. So yeah, I did that over the course of like a day, and it was a lot of fun. I think I enjoy putting together minis and stuff. So
it definitely is relaxing if you can get into it and get into the paint. I had a really good friend. Well, I still have a good friend. She's really into Warhammer.
Yeah.
And she has like, when she first started, she'd have like, these armor's gonna be red, this armor's gonna be blue, and like it was really simple. But now she's like, this is battle worn camouflage, and like she paints it and then she like rubs sandpaper on it to like get the worn. It's insane. I'm like, okay, this is sick. This is pretty sick.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I haven't done it personally,
but maybe. But yeah, what have you been playing lately?
If anyone's been watching the streams, I've been playing Batman on the NES, which is a god-awful fucking terribly hard game. The music is amazing, so I can't hate it that hard, but it is difficult. All my speedrunner friends, I keep telling them, it's like, fuck Batman. Every time I get done, I like hop in the channel, start talking to them. But yeah, I'm almost done with that. I'm level 5, and literally I got like 3 stages of 5, and I'm done. But I just can't do it. The jumps are ridiculously hard. So I'm gonna probably get back on that again. Play a little bit of Black Desert Online. It's an MMO that's only $9, and there's no monthly fee. So basically, it's very, very heavy anime-like, and it is very pretty. And I think it's telling my computer I need to get a new one because it kind of lagged out a little bit during certain parts. But it's super fast. It's very, very player orientated, where if you have questions, it's really easy to find the answers. Or like, how do I get to this area? You can just click a button and your dude will just start running to like the quest. Like, I don't know where the fuck this is. All right, and your dude will just start running. You'll get like a glass of water or something. By the time you come back, he'll be probably ran over there. So that was fun. Last one I've been doing is kind of like a mobile game. I'm usually not into mobile games too much, but this one's been really fun. Snipers versus Thieves. I got an email on it, and the guy's like, "Hey, you should check this out." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Basically, it's a 4 versus 1 multiplayer game, you have 4 thieves. You got basically you steal something. Everyone has like a bag on their back full of money, and the object is for you to get to the van that's in the front of the map. And and the other guy is a sniper, like on the opposite side, like right above the van, and he has to barely pick you off while you guys are running. So when you're a thief, or thief, not thieves, you're a thief. You get the map is you're looking at the van basically, and there's green arrows everywhere. So you have to click on the green arrows and you run to it. But while you're running, you're out in the open. The dude can start capping your ass. So you can hop out and taunt. Like if you don't think he's aiming at you, and if you taunt, you build your sprint level up, and you can take off faster. You can do like barrel rolls if you have enough stamina. There's also power ups. Like I had a power up where it made a direct replica of myself. So like I'd set it off and people be shooting at, and I'd be like haul ass the other way. And the snipers have cool things too. There's like a disco ball trap, so if you walk over it, your guy starts like doing the shuffle, like hella slows down and starts doing the fucking Super Bowl shuffle to the next hideout. It was fun, really fun. It's really intense. You're like, fuck you! Like you're getting hella mad at your phone because you're trying to haul ass faster. You're trying to cap someone who's like rolling around in circles. It's really fun. I definitely.
I downloaded it. I've yet to play it.
I'd recommend people playing it. If we get a lot of people want to play it, we can start a GameOctane clan if we want. But it's been pretty fun.
Yeah,
That's what I've been playing. That's what I've been playing lately.
So that's what you've been playing, but what are you looking forward to? What is on your hype train, as we call it here?
My hype train, Mario vs. Rabbids. That game captured my heart during E3. And the problem is that I don't have it pre-ordered. I don't know if I'm going to have time to play it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to even buy it. But I really want to see more of it, I think, before I dive into it, because I'm such on the fence and that we've been so busy with the website and life and everything in general. But it looks really good. I wish we were able to get a code for it, but we got denied for it. So, yeah.
Have no fear. I'm buying it. It's fine.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really interested to see how it plays. Sometimes on those type of games like XCOM and stuff, I get bored after a while because it kind of get repetitive. But I kind of want to see what they do to make it different.
Yeah.
Another big thing is the Call of Duty beta comes out. It already came out like yesterday or last night or this morning. It started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are people streaming it today. So I thought it was supposed to start tomorrow, but I saw people playing it, so I don't know how they got it, but they must have had the subculture key. And speaking of the Call of Duty beta, we do have a giveaway we've been running. Actually, it's been helping us quite a bit. I think our Twitch followers doubled, or we got like 25 to 30 new followers on Twitter. YouTube subscribes gone up, so we do have that. You can check out our Twitter. You can check out our Facebook for the link. You can go to our Discord. It's also in there as well. But yeah, you can win it. We're going until about 9 o'clock tomorrow, so you got about less than 24 hours to get in there. Basically, if you're already following us, you just hit the follow button and it verifies you, and you get an entry. It's super easy. Another thing that looks really fun this weekend is going to be the Sea of Thieves beta. That's kicking. Or is it beta anymore? I think it's beta.
I think it's.
I think they call it playtest. I don't remember what the word.
I think it's called play sessions. I don't
Something
know.
like that. But this is when.
No, I think it's still technical alpha. I think they still call it.
It may still be. It may be alpha because it's not coming out till next year. I think anyway right now. So
yeah, probably.
I think February or something like that. But it's the first time Xbox and PC can play with each other this weekend. So it's gonna be really big, and having Call of Duty come out at the same time, it's going to be really interesting where everyone's going to have side by side. But I think we're going to play some Call of Duty beta and give away some keys and see if you guys want to come play with us. It'd be perfect. We said PS4. I know we'll be on it. I'm going to see if Duncan Honut wants to get on it. I think he played it a little bit today, so we'll get the crew together and see if we can roll deep. I don't know if they have squads, but if they do, we can drop the hammer on them.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been really hype on. I mean, there's a lot of things coming in the future, but I think it's the nearest.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of things I'm super pumped for. And they're all coming out next week. So I mean, that's kind of how my focus shifts. Is like what's coming out next week, and that's what I get hyped about.
But what's coming out next week that you're excited about?
So Yakuza Kiwami, I'm super pumped about it. It's a remake of Yakuza 1. For
remake
PS4.
of 1?
Yeah, it's a remake of 1 with using the engine that they did for Yakuza 0, which
Zero? The one I played?
Came out.
The one I played, which was fucking awesome.
And then I'm gonna just jump to this. It's a news story, but I'm gonna jump to it now. This just broke like an hour ago. Yakuza Kiwami 2 was leaked by Taiwan PSN. So they're gonna remake Yakuza 2 with the same engine from Yakuza 0.
So they're making Yakuza 1 and remaking Yakuza 2 already.
Yes. And
Cute.
This is huge for like people who like Yakuza, because we got Yakuza 0, we got Yakuza 1 now, we got Yakuza 2 coming, we got Yakuza 6 coming next year.
Oh, damn.
And Yakuza 6, oh my god, that collector's edition looks so good. You get these 2 glasses. Oh my fucking
on Yakuza?
So good.
Okay, I'll have to look at it now. Because I've never played the Yakuza game until I played Yakuza 0.
Same here. And I fell in love. Like,
that game absolutely blew my mind of how fucking crazy Japan is. Like, let's be real. There's some crazy shit you gotta do in that game. I recorded some of my scenes. I have them on our YouTube channel. Like, there's a karaoke part. I fucking love that shit.
I love those karaoke parts.
It was so good. But that game was absolutely crazy, and I didn't get to finish it, which kind of bummed me out. So I may have to kick that up again. But that was fun. That was definitely worth playing if you guys haven't played Yakuza 0, because that's a prequel. Yeah. It's like how everything started. So,
but that one's great. I'm looking forward to Yakuza Kiwami, and then also another weirdly Japanese game, Everybody's Golf, is coming out.
Hot Shots Golf.
Yeah, it's.
When does that come out?
It comes out next week.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm 100% sure. I think.
Because Noel and I got to play it for like 5 minutes because it got bum rushed at PlayStation Experience, and it's not just golf. Like, you can hop in a cart and drive around. You can go fishing. There's so much different shit you can do. It's unbelievable. Isn't it
like an open world map
on a golf course?
Yeah,
like it's an open world golf course map. You're like, I'm gonna go drive to the driving range, and you like run people over and shit and chase them around, and it was
it looks amazing. And both of these games, Yakuza Kiwami and Everybody's Golf, are budget priced. They're under $60. I think Yakuza Kiwami is only $30, and Everybody's Golf is $40. So like it's gonna be a great week for games. Like, you're gonna have a bunch of shit to play.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, yeah. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, every time I bring up Hot Shots Golf, the last Hot Shots Golf that came out was on the PlayStation 2, and you had to buy the fucking clunk ass modem that stuck in the back. So I played online, and I loved it because it had lobbies, and you would run around. You had an avatar, and you can talk to people and hang out, and people like. The more you played, you unlocked costumes. I thought it was the greatest fucking thing ever. And I did a tournament one day. I got a hole in one, which was fucking amazing. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like, back when you had a message on the controller, so it took like 3 rounds of golf before someone can post the message. But I unlocked an outfit, so I was a witch, and I used to and I have like a broom, and you would like drive around the fucking the area while everyone's just sitting there, like you see everyone like turn and like look at you, and they're just like following me around. It was awesome. So I'm super stoked for this. I know it's nothing like it. It looks much more realistic this time around, but I love Hot Shots Golf. I spent so much time on that.
No, yeah, we'll have to play sometime because like that, it looks amazing, and I have no other friends who want to play Hot Shots, so.
Oh, one more hype in the chat. Final Fantasy Dissidia. Is it Dissidia? Dissidia beta starts tomorrow as well. I think that was an invite only, so you can't hop on that unless you already got it. So if you're in, you're in. Let us know how it is, honestly, because I didn't even know about it. So if anyone in chat can let me know how that is, let me know. Let us know as a whole. Any other hype?
Budget price title? Yeah, another budget price title. Absolver. I don't know if you've seen this. Is from
Yes.
It's from Devolver Digital, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think you're right.
But it's like that martial arts game, and you get masks, and it looks really, really good. People have been streaming it. I tried to hit them up. I was like, "Hey, can you give me a copy?" But they didn't respond. So I don't know.
This one, Noel and I actually did play this one, and it was complex.
That's what I'm worried about.
But it was fun, and it was very, very. Competitive, like we're like, oh look, you beat me, oh I beat you, and then I look at like the paper on the table, but like, oh, there's a move, and I do a move. He's like, what the fuck? And he'd look at the table and find a move. They're like, we were trying to like one up each other. It got pretty heated towards the end. Then we had to leave. I'm like, all right, we gotta stop before you're not gonna want to drive home with me anymore. From LA.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, of course, I'm looking forward to Mario and Rabbids. Huge XCOM fan, so I haven't played XCOM 2 yet. I'm holding off because I was hoping that was going to come to Vita or Switch or something like that, but I don't think it is anymore. So Mario and Rabbids
it's kind of rough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did they do? They had XCOM came to PS Vita, so I was hoping they'd get XCOM 2 on Vita, but I don't know. But yeah,
We'll see.
that's all my hype.
We'll see.
That's at least until next
I
week.
think it's enough hype. We can get into some of the news now.
Yeah, definitely.
First thing on the list is Fortnite is kind of been hit and miss for a lot of gamers. But they added a new survival mode called Survive the Storm, which is basically like a horde mode. But if you can complete this, you have some pretty sweet looking loot, um, heroes, and weapons that actually look pretty fucking sick. Like if you can get some guys together and defeat this, I think it's like 30 minutes of horde. So it's not going to be easy, but it definitely looks awesome. If anyone can check that out.
Yeah, definitely. And
Mhm.
Fortnite, it's just another great game. Like I don't know, we got it, and I think it's what $40 to jump into it.
I think $39.99 for the base,
Yeah,
and
for the base
if you want
game.
to pay more, they'll give you more free stuff right off the bat, or not free stuff you're paying for, but more
yeah.
skins and loot and stuff right off the bat. I think the greatest part of Fortnite is beating the fuck out of the pinata to see what your loot is, and
Yeah,
you have that
I'm
stuff
not
like ding ding, and like they'll change colors, like oh it's an epic pinata, and then it hits gold and like shit comes out, and you
But yeah,
still
I mean,
don't know
I
what it
think
does. It's right.
Fortnite's fucking great. I like that game a lot. But yeah, definitely check that out. I think IGN has a good video up about it that shows all the stuff.
Yeah, I think you can even go to Fortnite or Rare.
No, it's Epic Games.
Epic, sorry, Epic. Yeah, you go to their YouTube channel. They have the video. It's pretty cool. They always got funny little videos on it.
Well, speaking of funny little things, another amazing announcement that got me fucking stoked through the roof. So Square Enix hints. First, we need to tell you guys about Square Enix Final Fantasy 15
You can trust
Pocket
them
Edition.
not to quit.
It's coming to iOS and Android. It's the full Final Fantasy 15 experience.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
pocket.
with, like,
It's pocket edition,
yeah.
so it's a little toned down, right?
From what I understood, it's supposed to be like the whole game. Like, I mean, maybe like side quest stuff, but like, I mean, it's going to be everything that you get in the game. It's
Okay.
That's from my understanding. I could be totally wrong. The stuff I read could have been wrong online because not everything's correct. But it's supposed to be basically the full game, and it's going to be on iOS, Android, stuff like that. It's coming sometime. But then they also hinted that the Pocket Edition may be coming to Switch.
Yes, which is really epic
Amazing.
for Switch users because there's not much to cheer about yet.
Yeah, because I mean they just announced it's coming to PC, so of course it's gonna be the high end one. It's gonna be the greatest looking one, and all that stuff. But yeah, definitely it's coming to Switch would be amazing. Like that would just blow my mind because I would love to play it on the Switch. I mean, did you play Final Fantasy 15 at all?
I did not. I haven't had a lot of time to play RPGs in general, so I've been kind of holding off on them, and I'm gonna hope they go on sale, like maybe Black Friday or something like that. Then I'll probably pick some up and maybe go stream at it. But I've watched Derp on Paradigm Gaming. He streamed it quite a bit, and he's been back and forth on it, and it looks amazing. It looks fun. The kind of camaraderie with the guys and driving in the car and stuff looks really cool. But I haven't watched it enough to understand even what the story's about and stuff like that.
If they did put it on Android or iOS or Switch, would you be more inclined to play it that way, or probably not?
I mean, if it was mobile, maybe I may be able to play a little more. But I think on the Switch, like I haven't turned my Switch on in like a month or two. Like I really haven't played anything on it. I haven't had time to really jump in anything on it, but I'm really hoping that it starts changing soon, and there's stuff I want to do on it. Even if they put a damn Twitch app on it, I would use it more. Like literally, I can't do anything but suck at Zelda, and I'm tired of doing that. So, but one of my next favorite things, which isn't huge news, but Hellboy has just been released to Injustice 2 and Fighter Pack 2. That's coming out. It's not that huge news. I am just a huge Hellboy fan, and it comes out on August 27th. Well, let's talk. Hellboy is the reason why Hellboy is such a big deal. It's not a DC character.
Yeah.
So this is a complete crossover to get him in there. So Hellboy is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. So having him in Injustice is going to make me want to buy this goddamn game. and I haven't paid for it yet. I've been waiting for it. I'm kind of waiting for sales.
Injustice is so good.
But Justice 1, I loved it. I played it. I really don't. I'm not good at fighting games, but I was good at that because I practiced the Green Lantern and the Flash because they're like my favorite characters. But now that Hellboy's in there, I just want to fuck shit up with Hellboy. That's all I want to do. Black Manta's also released in it. I believe Raiden is also in it too. So it's gonna be pretty sick. Injustice 2 has already been doing really well. It's getting a lot of good reviews from fighting fans, but just adding Hellboy, it's adding me in there. It's pulling me in.
I rented Injustice 2 when it first came out, and I was like sitting there talking to my wife. I was like, I want to buy this game. Like, I really want to buy this game.
Mm-hmm.
But the big make or break thing for me was like, if I bought it, I knew I was going to want a fighting stick. And I just didn't have the extra $100 because I wanted to buy the $100 edition for Injustice, so I get all the shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have another $150 to put down on a fighting stick for a game that I'm going to be super casual about,
Mm-hmm.
and just like play. But the story mode's great. I definitely would recommend Injustice to anybody who likes DC or even semi likes fighting games.
Yeah, I played Injustice. The only reason why I bought Injustice 1, or I was allowed to buy it, is it had a massive like Batman statue with it.
Yeah.
And my wife loves Batman, so I was like, oh, let's get the Super Edition. She's like, cool, yeah. And then this one, I was like, oh, there's no special edition, so I guess I'm just gonna wait until they have like an Ultimate Edition at the end for like $20, and I can play Hellboy when no one else is playing. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So go for it. Go to the next one because I know you're psyched on this one.
Yeah, this is my next one. So this is Re-Legend. It's a game I've covered. Oh Jesus Christ! A game I covered a little bit. I've written a few articles for on GameOctane, but Re-Legend, it's like a monster raising co-op game. It's kind of like Fantasy Life mixed with Harvest Moon, mixed with Monster Rancher. I'm super fucking pumped for this game. I'm backing it. I think it's like the $170 level on Kickstarter.
Holy hell!
But, yeah, it's been funded by 600%. So
it's hit over it hit over 600%. It hit all the goals. So this
all
game,
stretch goals.
It may take another year or two for it to come out, but it's gonna be
so fucking good. It looks beautiful. I'm super. I mean, obviously, I'm super pumped for it, but yeah. So definitely stay tuned for all that because I'm going to be covering the shit out of that game when it comes out.
Yeah, I want to say congrats to the team because seriously, that's impressive.
Definitely, and I mean, it's an indie developer. I mean, they are getting published through Square Enix, but the developer themselves, I think they're Magnus Games. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but they're a indie developer, so it's pretty great.
Stoked on that. So I'm going to jump over because I want to do this Mass Effect one before we do the last one because this last one, we're already almost at 45 minutes. So
yeah, that's fine.
The Mass Effect single-player DLC is no more. They are not releasing any DLC for this game. What's your thoughts on that?
Quarry and Arc thing that I guess people were like super pumped about in the story. I didn't play Mass Effect Andromeda hardly at all because I thought it was really garbage. Felt super last gen to me, but whatever. But I guess they're going to release the story stuff they had planned. They're going to release it in like comics or a book or some format like that. So you're still going to be able to get that story if you cared about it. I don't think people cared about it that much because the game didn't sell very well. But yeah, I don't really care. I thought Mass Effect should have ended with 3. I thought the trilogy was good. I didn't think you needed more.
See, I really enjoy the Mass Effect universe. I think they did an amazing job building it with the characters and alien races and everything they have out there. But it was just such a shit fest when they released it. So BioWare should be absolutely embarrassed at what they released. I mean, the animation issues were terrible. The people's heads were falling off. It was just random shit that shouldn't even be questioned from a BioWare EA game. That's
the problem. I mean, I think they knew that. I think the devs knew that they had a shit show on their hands, but when it comes down to it, you have to ship after a certain amount of time. I mean, you are working for a company and they want to make money. So after a while, it just comes down to the fact that we have to ship this game.
But I mean, they had like rush schedules. They had problems with the Frostbite engine. I mean, the Frostbite engine is mainly it's been used on Battlefield. So converting it into like a single player mode story shouldn't have been hard because Battlefield has its own single player story. I just don't get. I mean, I understand that it got heavy flack and they've been fixing. I think they fixed most of the issues that people have been having issues with since the beginning, but they basically abandoned this game. I mean, we're not going to have any DLC. It possibly could get it could have a sequel. I think they were talking about like it's very possible that the story can continue on. But like you said, it's not going to be with this game. They're going to have
From
to
what I've heard,
scrap it.
they've
They're
kind
going
of
to have to
shelved
redo
the
it.
sequel. Like they're like, we're going to come back to Mass Effect, but not for a while.
Yeah, it says okay. Quote: Our last update 1.10 or 1.10, we'll just call it like that so I don't screw the number up, was the final update for Mass Effect. There are no planned future patches for single player or in-game story content. So they basically just wiped their hands of this game, and it's only been out for 5 months. That's how bad of of this is going to be.
They're still going to support it with multiplayer DLC. The multiplayer was the only part I enjoyed about that game, but it was kind of a carbon copy of 3's multiplayer, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's sad to hear that BioWare kind of has fallen from grace so much, but they did shift a lot of the team around, and I know they took kind of their big guys, their veterans, and they put them on Anthem. So they wanted to shift all speed towards Anthem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep, I agree. And Derp in the chat, he's saying the Frostbite engine isn't that great of an engine. It's not. It looks beautiful. It does look really beautiful, but it does have its issues, and it needs to be polished a lot more. They really need to focus people on that engine because they can make and break some games like they obviously can see in Mass Effect. So lastly, big news that came out this week. Microsoft and Sony are in talks about crossplay. This has been the bane of everyone's existence for the last 2 years. I've had to buy Xboxes because my friends only had Xboxes and I wanted to play games with them, but I really only wanted to play on my PlayStation. So in a quick discussion, this isn't our main discussion, but our quick discussion, what is this? Is this big news, or am I making this bigger than what it really is?
No, I mean, this is huge news. This is what I've been talking about forever. I mean, I understand why Sony doesn't want to. I mean, they're leading. They have 65 million PS4s out in the wild, where Microsoft has like a fraction of that.
Yep.
So of course, yeah, Sony doesn't want that to happen because they have the lead. And when you have the lead, you don't want to give the opponent an advantage, and that's what Microsoft is trying to get. They're trying to get a leg up. They're trying to get the people that have Xboxes. Sorry, I keep coughing. I might need to get water soon. They're trying to get the people who have Xboxes, to keep their Xboxes and stuff like that. I don't know. It is huge news. I doubt anything's going to come of it because, like I said, Sony is not willing. I don't think they're willing to do it. There's no benefit for them besides just saving face. And obviously, they haven't killed any babies or anything yet that they need to save face for. So, like, I do think Sony is moving away from their whole gamer first mentality that they've had since launch. They were very pro-gamer, pro-consumer, but lately a lot of their business decisions and a lot of their business practices have shown like they're not really for the gamer, and they're kind of going back to that old PS3 Sony of where like we do it my way or the highway type of thing. But but yeah, that's what I think.
I feel that I think this is going to be big, but I think Sony's starting to see how it can benefit them. Because let's say you play, so let's just take PCs for example. You have like a brand new $2,000 PC. I have a 5-year-old, like $900 PC. You're going to perform better in multiplayer games than what I would do. So let's just say this game is going to run better on PlayStation than it would on Xbox. Let's just make an assumption. So is that going to drive people to buy more PlayStations because your competition just opened up to about, I don't know how many Xbox Ones are in the world. Let's just make a round number, 50 million Xboxes, whatever it is. So now you have 50 million, let's say 6 million more people playing this game that you've never played before, that you're going to run into, that are actually going to have slower systems maybe than you. Maybe they won't perform as good. So would that make you feel more apt to buy a PlayStation if it's going to run better? I mean, that's the same thing like video cards. You're going to buy a bigger video card. You're going to buy this certain brand of video card because it runs better. You're going to run... I mean, it just depends. I mean, I can see it benefiting Sony if their games can run... Yeah. If they can put the money where their mouth is and their console's better than Xbox's, you're going to be like, hey, why would you not want to buy a PlayStation? It's literally better than Xbox, and we have the same fucking games now. You can play the same people.
The thing is, though, the way it would work if they implemented this, it's very much like how we did Fortnite. where
Mhm.
you're not going to be lumped with people who are on different systems.
But we don't
What's
know
gonna
that yet.
happen
We
is
don't know what's going to happen. This just in talks. This
no, I
may
mean
not even happen, like you
the
said.
way I'm just saying the way it works, like on right now on Xbox and like with Minecraft, you have to invite your friend. Like you don't just get to play randomly. For at least from my experience, you don't just get thrown in with people on different systems.
Yeah.
It's just like when I'm playing on Xbox, I can invite my cousin who's playing on like a different console or whatever. Like that's the experience that I had at least. Or
But Xbox and Sony already partner on Minecraft.
you can't crossplay on that.
They partner with each other. I think you can.
No, you can, because at E3 that was the huge thing.
Oh
That was
no,
like
okay,
Xbox
they partner with them because I forgot Minecraft is Microsoft anyway now.
Yeah, but you can't crossplay at least because you
No.
can't because like to crossplay with Minecraft you have to make an Xbox Live account even if you're playing on Nintendo.
But the weird thing is on mobile you can play iOS and Android on
Yeah.
the same app, which is kind of
I don't think Sony would do it because I think Sony is the least gamer friendly out of all three of the big three.
Mhm.
I think they're least consumer friendly. I mean, just look at their past business practices, like with the internet, like they're jacking up the price for everybody in the EU and whatnot. They jacked up the price in the US, like it's $60 a year as opposed to $50, with no explanation, with no like, hey, here's why. They were just like, well, we're doing it because that's what we're fucking doing.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just I love something like I play primarily on my PlayStation. I would love to be able to play like certain games with kids on Xbox. I'm buying Destiny on Xbox because Destiny 2, because that's where my friends play it on.
Mhm.
I would rather buy it on PlayStation. Like I'm a total PlayStation convert from last generation. I was Xbox before, but they are the better system this generation. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't think there's any reason for them to give up that ground because they've gained it. If it was an even split, I think maybe, but I don't know.
I fully agree. I think it can benefit both, and I don't see too many negatives coming out of it unless you completely fuck this up. The only thing would be Sony. The reason why they do want to do crossplay is because of the player safety online.
That was the fucking dumbest thing.
That was the thing they said, which doesn't make sense. But unless they have to open up ports that has been hacked before, I don't know. I mean, we all know nobody's good. Microsoft just went down. Xbox Live went down like for a full day. Was that day
that
or
was
two
just
ago?
awful PR speak. Like that was just he didn't know what he was fucking saying. He was talking out his ass. That's all.
Yeah, Sony Interactive Europe. Yeah, you don't matter. You don't make any games, so it's okay. Okay, so moving on. The big elbow deep section.
Topic. Yeah.
Elbow deep. Let's talk. I know we brought this up before on an earlier podcast, I believe, earlier discussion. Nintendo's limited availability. It is seriously pissing a lot of people off, and we're going to get into kind of the pros and cons of this. So they had a huge issue. Nintendo's always had an issue with availability. Launch of the Switch, launches of the Wii U, launches of the Wii, launching of Amiibos, can't keep shit in stock, and then the new Nintendo Switch comes out, can't keep in stock. NES Classic was a complete screw up. I don't think they ever touched store shelves, like because the employees would buy them and try to flip them. Now the SNES Classic, for some reason Nintendo decided to fuck this up again, and they released it on like Monday morning or Sunday night at 10 p.m. Pacific. So 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern time. It's a random time Best Buy launched this out. Luckily, my wife was awake. I was in the middle of streaming. She's like, "Hey, did you check your messages?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Oh, I got one of the NES Classics from Best Buy." I was like, "Holy shit!" Or the Super Nintendo. I was like, "Holy shit, awesome!" I didn't realize that their marketing is such shit. I don't understand how you can be this major company and you're selling, basically right now you're selling to the scalpers. You're not selling to your fans. But the problem is Nintendo fans are such a different breed of fans that Nintendo can keep fucking kicking them and giving them shitty games and like, here's a Mario game that you're gonna love, even though it probably isn't that great compared to other games. The story is gonna be terrible, but it's gonna be Mario and you're gonna love it. and they keep crawling back to Nintendo, even how many times they just get shit on by them. So, is this limited availability? Is this a good plan by Nintendo? Is it because they don't want to have shit sitting on the shelves? Because if stuff's on the shelves, you're not selling your product. Or what do you think? Just give me your first thought.
Okay, so
my
my thoughts, like before I kind of ran about this for a little bit,
Mhm.
I don't fucking understand like the SNES, and I call it SNES, not SNES. It's fucking SNES.
Okay.
Shortage. I don't get why fucking people care. I don't get why someone like you who buys one, I don't get that at all. Because where is it? It's sitting on my desk here. It's a $40 Raspberry Pi that I've preloaded with every NES game, every Super Nintendo game, like fucking N64. You know what I mean? Like $40, and it's fucking HDMI compatible. You know what I mean? Like I don't get people who have. I don't mean this in a disparaging way, so if it comes off, I'm sorry. Like have fucking brains buy a SNES Classic. It makes no fucking sense. I honestly thought it was for people like soccer moms who want to be cool and buy one for their kids. Like that's what I thought it was for. So all these people freaking out about like, oh, I can't get one. Fuck you, Nintendo. It's not for you. It's not for the people who have an Xbox and a Switch and a PS4. It's not for people who are on the internet. It's for people like to buy one who aren't gamers, who lapsed gamers, who are like, oh hey, I remember playing that in college or high school or whatever. Let me pick that up. Like that's who it's for. So I don't really understand like people freaking out about it. I don't get why it's such a big deal. It's a fucking waste. Such a waste of money.
See, now this is where I'm gonna interrupt real quick. So it is a waste. I mean, there's other ways I can get these games if I really wanted to play them. But with the nostalgia that Nintendo, it's the only thing Nintendo as a company has. They don't have any new characters. They don't
That's
have.
not true though at all.
Give me what's a new game that Nintendo has?
Arms.
That game is the game is dead now.
No, it's not.
Nobody's playing that game. Nobody's playing that game.
Like 2 weeks ago.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's playing it.
What are you talking about? Nobody's playing Arms.
The servers are empty.
Dude, you don't even have fucking Arms.
Dude, I just talked to someone the other day and they said this game is empty. They can't find anyone to play the other day. So, but that game isn't. The game is not. It's the only between that Splatoon is the only game that Nintendo's made in the last like 8 years that have done anything. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's.
But the difference is like they hardly make any new ideas or any new.
That's selling them short though, because I think they make a ton of new ideas. Look at Breath of the Wild. That game is full of new ideas.
No. Well, not really. It's Zelda that's skinned as like Skyrim. It's like you have an open world. It's not anything new with it. You're still. I mean, you can cook and shit, but I mean, that's not. It's new for Nintendo. It's new for Nintendo.
I disagree there highly. Like, and then also you say, I mean, like, this is for like Nintendo fans. This is not for Nintendo fans. Like, again, like, no offense to you, but like you said, like, you're not a Nintendo fan. You fucking have one game for your Switch, and you said you haven't turned around.
Well, doesn't make me a Nintendo fan. I just don't like what Nintendo's doing. I may not be. I'm not a fan at this moment. I'd rather play a Super Nintendo Classic right now than I would my Switch. That's where I'm at right now. I would rather play games that I played growing up, knowing I love and I played it. It's just nostalgia. Than play a game that I have no idea if it's any good. Like.
And I just don't know why someone would go spend $80 on nostalgia like that when they can literally spend a fraction of the cost to do it.
See, the other reason why I got the Classic is because I've been getting really into speedrunning, and the clock of this is closest to the actual console than it would be on the Raspberry Pi or any other system. So a lot of times you get a quicker clock, so your reaction times, everything is like what it was when the original played. So there's a little bit of lag on the NES Classic, but if you're playing it on a PC or you're playing it on a Raspberry Pi, you're not going to get the same clock speeds, and you're not going to get the same frame jumps and everything like you would if you were playing it on the original console.
That is such a small. I mean, that's your reason. You don't have to.
No, exactly.
Your purchase.
I'm just saying that's where I'm coming from. Like I know, I know it's not a smart purchase, but Nintendo sells nostalgia better than any other company. Any other company, Nintendo basically takes a character, rehashes it, and then you have something new. They do the NES Classic. I mean, all they're going to be doing is going to be doing. They're going to have a 60. They're going to have a 64 classic. They're going to continue on this whole line until we get back to the future to Wii, because they're not going to have a Wii classic. That's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
It would just be a regular Wii package. With
yeah,
Wii
it'll just be
That's
Wii
all it
release with Wii Sports with bowling. That's all it's going to fucking have on it. But there really aren't any. I mean, ARMS did well because nothing else was out. I think
ARMS did well because it's a great fighting game, but
I don't know. I
don't know.
I haven't played it. I haven't played Splatoon either, but I know people are going crazy over it.
Splatoon's fucking trash. I'll leave that there.
Okay, well then that's different. But I just feel like Nintendo as a company, they keep trying to get the nostalgia. They're trying to get, and I'm gonna Derp just wrote something in the chat that I'm gonna go off of real quick. They keep trying to get the nostalgia that you had when you were a kid, and that's what keeps getting you to buy money. That's the reason why all these movies are getting remade, because they can't think of new shit. They're just trying to get characters from old that you fell in love with and hoping to get your money again.
Well, that's not. I mean, I think that's why we play video games, to recapture that first time we played a video game. That's why
exactly. So that's why these consoles are selling so much, is because you may not have the money to go buy a console, or you may not have a PC game. You're like, oh, Super Nintendo, sweet. I remember playing this game when I was a kid. But I feel like it's feeding the resellers that are taking advantage of people that really want this game, that really want it. Like, and the people that really want it aren't really major gamers. Like, there's some people that never got the NES Classic and they absolutely love Nintendo. I mean, like I said, they're speedrunners. They don't even have next gen consoles. They're still playing their old Nintendo and rebuilding it and refurbishing it because that's all they want to play. But when you take something like that and not give it enough, not have enough out for everyone to get, like, I don't understand why would you want to limit your item like that.
Because, I mean, they want it to be hard to find. They want it to be.
But why? What benefit do they get from that? The only people that benefit from it are the resellers.
We're sitting here talking about them. Every outlet online was talking about this all week. I mean, that's why they do it.
But how is that going to benefit them, though?
Because Nintendo's in our mouth now. Nintendo's in our fucking mouth. It's in our brain. It's when we go to the store, we're going to see one and we're going to buy one if we see one. So have you read the book Console Wars? That book about Nintendo and Sega or whatever?
Hold on. I'm losing frames like a motherfucker right now.
Oh, no.
I don't know what's running, but something's running. No, go on. I did not hear about that.
Oh, God, you're dying.
Can you hear me still? Can you hear me? You got me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know.
You're cutting
I don't know what happened, but just keep going. Go for it.
I would just leave and come back.
No, it's my whole internet. Fuck. Just.
Jason.
Fuck. Give me a second.
What is happening? Well, guys.
I don't know what's going on.
I think it's a little better now.
Is it?
Cutting it out. You're not cutting it out.
Okay, it caught back up. I think we're good. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. My wife's not doing anything different, and nobody's downloading. So.
No, it's fine.
Continue.
Yeah, I don't know where I got derailed. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's. I think if you want one, you're going to pay a scalper's price. I think that's a given. Oh, Console Wars. So I was reading that book the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I started it because everybody recommends it. And it says in like the first few chapters that like the guy who started Nintendo and shit, like they told him, like somebody told him, like always under deliver everything, like your stock. Like tell Walmart you're going to give them 600,000 units and give them 300,000 because you always want people wanting more. And I just think that's what they're doing.
And I get that, but when is it going to come to a point where it starts hurting them?
It doesn't though.
But why?
It doesn't.
Like why are Nintendo fans so loyal to Nintendo?
It's not Nintendo fans though.
It is
because I'm a Nintendo fan and I don't give a shit about these, and a lot of people don't give a shit about these. I think
the people that are buying them are Nintendo fans, or at least they used to be. Like now, you're just bitching about you were complaining. You were complaining about EA Access. So like if they burned you more than once, you want to get ready to quit. But like if you get burned by Nintendo because someone
by scalpers, and that's what they're going to be bought by. They're going to be bought by scalpers. They're not going to be bought by Nintendo fans.
No, that's what I'm saying. But so if they bought by scalpers, and say the one person that's a huge fan that really wants this for Christmas, now can't get their hands on it, and they can't afford to pay a scalper's price, then what happens? Like, does that person shun Nintendo? I don't think so. He's still going to love Nintendo.
They might.
But I don't see it happening.
Say, though, from a business standpoint, from Nintendo's standpoint, Nintendo doesn't give a shit if the money comes from a scalper.
Oh, I know.
Or from
that's obvious. That's obvious because that's been happening for the last 4 years.
Yeah, and the problem is that one fan, that let's say that those 1,000 fans that fall off because they got burned, when they release the N64 Classic, you're going to gain 5,000 fans because you're going to get people that want the N64 Classic. Who are then going to get fucking burned, and either I think the majority of them will stay on and they'll try to buy it from a scalper, or they won't buy it, or they'll just be like, oh, I'll get the Switch instead, and it's just business in the end. And
I fully get that. I fully agree with what you're saying. I'm just wondering if it's ever going to bite them in the ass in the end that they are under delivering on fans that the loyal fans will give them money. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, if the people aren't going to buy games, you're not going to make money. That's just how it is. Consoles can sell, but if you don't buy anything with the console, they don't make shit off the consoles.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is, like, if you're a loyal fan, you're going to stick with them, and if you're not, you're just a fair weather fan. So, like, when you say loyal Nintendo fans are going to stay if they can get the console or if they can't get the console. I mean, that's what I think it comes down to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so right now, Nintendo, the Switch sold well. The Wii U did not. The Wii U did not sell very well, so they're trying to recapture the market that they lost on their last console. So I feel like they are starting to. They're not sliding into like a Sega era, but they really need to. I think they really need to focus on getting the fans what they want, and not so much of making sure every console they sell sells. Making sure there's nothing on the shelf. I mean, that's literally what's happening. Like, these won't. If they touch the shelf, the employees are going to buy them. Like, that's how bad it is, and that's how people want it. People are going to turn around and try to sell it. So I don't know if Nintendo is going to continue. If Nintendo continues this, I just hope it doesn't hurt them. Like, I love Nintendo. I want to root for Nintendo every time. I want them to pull through, but I just don't want them to keep fucking people over.
The thing is, the shortage of a Switch come from actual stock issues. Like, they're having hard times getting the batteries and getting the screens.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about the overall picture for like 4 years with amiibos, people not able to find them that they really want because they're kind of collector's items. Talking about the every console they've released literally have been out. Like, when the PS4 launched and like the Xbox One launched, you can technically still walk in a store and buy one. Like, they made sure they had enough so people can get them, and of course they sold out maybe in a day or two, but they had enough in stock that overflooded and sold out. They're not making enough to do it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm just running in circles now. But I fully agree with you. Like, it's a business decision. This is smart for them. They could care less. They literally sold everything they made.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, the subset of these retro consoles is such a small fraction of the actual Nintendo community.
No,
I bet there's tons of Nintendo fans out there who don't give a shit or even know about these because they just don't care. Like, they're just like, hey, when's my Switch coming in? Like, that's all they care about. When's my next 3DS game? The 2DS XL looks fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo still has a huge library of other things, of DS games, of Switch games coming out, of digital things. I mean, they're making money. Like they don't have to worry about, oh, we're going to lose some face because people are going to be pissed off about this. I just find it funny that the I hate to say this, but the entitled nature of like people being like, oh, I can't believe the pre-order sold out, man. It's so bullshit. Like you were saying you were confused why they launched at night. I thought that was a great idea. Like the people who are up late, the people who get up early, they'll get the first chance at pre-ordering.
Yeah, but with it not being announced though, that's what I was saying.
It shouldn't be announced though. Like
it wasn't.
I don't think
it was not announced.
No, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be. Like it's news outlets. You know, GameOctane. It's IGN. It's our job to report on that. It's not Nintendo to say like, hey, Best Buy pre-orders are up. Go pre-order it.
But why would you release it at a time where everyone is technically asleep?
Because then the people who are up scouring constantly for it or F5ing their keyboard every night like for an hour and a half. Like
it just
seems that's I don't think it's a great business. But I mean, was that Nintendo's choice? Was that Best Buy's choice? You know what I mean? Like
it was Nintendo's because I think Amazon released it at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what if like maybe it was their choice as a retailer to like release around that at night?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I just hope. I know a lot of the older gamers that maybe not play the new consoles and they wanted to get their hands on this. I just hope that I don't know. I guess it's kind of like I don't know a sob story. Like I don't want them to lose face on their past because they don't want to go spend $150 on a console when they can download it for free. I mean that's the fact of the matter. Nintendo is going to have more people use Raspberry Pis because those are readily available. You can get it in 2 days from Amazon, and you can load literally every game you want on it. But no, I fully agree. I fully agree with everything you're saying. I'm just trying to play devil advocate and
no, I get what you're saying.
Ways,
it's just very like upsetting to me when people like get shitty about like just to any company. They're like, oh, I can't believe like when I was working at GameStop back in the day and like Dead Island came out, that game sold out for like all out of my town. Like you couldn't find it. 2 towns over, you couldn't find it. You know what I mean? And people were pissed off. Like they're like, fuck Deep Silver or whatever. I think Deep Silver published it, but it's like they didn't know that game was going to be amazing. You know what I mean? And freak out. So like I don't get why people get mad. It's like, and maybe it's just like maybe I'm a little entitled, and it's like I bought it, so I'm fine. Like, or maybe I don't care about the SNES Classic, so I just don't care. Maybe that's why my opinion's biased, but I just don't get the outrage for it. I don't think. I mean, I think the limited availability sucks. Yeah, I wish everybody who wanted one could have one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's not the world. That's not how business works. That's just not how it fucking breaks down. So at the end of the day, I think like I hear some people like they got 4 and they're like, but they're all for my friends. Of course they are. Like, why would Amazon not limit those to like 1 per person?
Well, you just have different accounts. Like I know people that do this and they have different accounts and they have like bots. Like they create accounts and they have a bot that knows the website and it knows what to do. And you just put your account information in it and it goes and buys as many as it can. And then nobody pays attention. It goes to the same address and you fucking turn around and sell them on eBay for. Actually, I'm gonna see how much they are on the eBay right now. Go ahead and continue on your thoughts.
But so like, I mean, you personally, you have a NES Classic, and I mean, I don't think you play it very much, and like that's what I'm trying to say. I think it's just hype to be pissed off about something. It's just like the internet being mad because of the internet, and they need to be mad about something this week, and what can we be mad about? That's what I think it turns into, because this thing will come out and like. So with the NES Classic, like I went into GameStop one day. I was talking to my buddy. He pulled 2 NES Classics out of the box, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'll buy it maybe for $60."
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, "No, I don't want it. I didn't buy it." And then the next day, it was when they were like, "Hey, we're not making them anymore. They're done." I was like, "Fuck, I should have bought it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would turn around and resell it, for an absorbent price. It's crazy. Just make $1,000 or some shit. I don't know, but I mean that's what I would do, because. And that's the only reason I would ever buy one of those SNES Classics, was just to turn around and sell it when they stop making it, because I don't see the point in the system, and maybe that's my problem. Like, I just don't see the point.
No, I think it really isn't that much of a point besides the nostalgia, besides having the mini console sitting at your desk. I think it looks fucking awesome because Nintendo is what I grew up playing. It's the first thing I played. I mean, the controller is dead on. It's made by Nintendo. It feels and it like weighs the same, but I feel like. I 100% agree with you. It really isn't that much of a purchase. Do I play it much? I mean, I've been using it every time I play the NES games, like the Batman and Barbie. That's what I've been playing the games on, because I have it modded and I have ROMs on it, so it's technically a Raspberry Pi now.
Nice.
but it's just it really isn't worth the $80 because, like you said, for 40 for half the price you can do the same thing. Well, you got to buy a controller, so almost the same price. You get a controller, but you can do more with it. I'm trying to find it right now online. It looks like they're going for well over $100. Modded NES classics are going for $250.
Which is crazy because just a few months ago, I remember I looked and they were going for $600. So the price has dropped drastically.
Yeah, they have.
And if it's something you want, I mean, $100, if you're that passionate about it, if it's that big of a deal to you, $100 isn't shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Like I dropped $100 on fucking Monster Hunter amiibo figurines that I got imported from Japan. You know what I mean? Because I love fucking Monster Hunter.
Yep.
Like, if you don't want to pay the price for it, you can't bitch about it. Like you can't I want a 1080 or a 1080 Ti, but I'm not like, oh fuck, they need to make it cheaper than $700 because I want one and I want it, so they need to make it more affordable for me. I don't know. It just
no. I want to go off of that real quick, and this could be a completely different podcast about the entitlement of gamers, which I think we can talk 2 hours for on itself. I do feel that the new generation of gaming, and some of the older generation, they do feel entitled. Like everyone should have this. It should be available to everyone. And I don't think everyone should have it. I mean, I know I kind of said that before, but I just really want that people that really want it, that wants to relive their childhood, they should be able to get that chance. But again, like you said, it's business. It's cost effective to Nintendo to only have 100,000, 1 million of these out. I don't know how much they are, and get it out, get people kind of what they want, and turn it off, and then work on the next thing. So, again, is it good or bad? It's both. It's probably more good. It's probably more good than bad for them because again, they don't have products sitting on the shelves. Then they made profit. If someone else is making a profit on it, they don't really care. Nintendo really hasn't ever cared about that ever.
Well, I don't think any console seller cares. I don't think Microsoft would be pissed off if people start buying up Xboxes and turn around and selling them for $600. You know what I mean?
No, I know they don't like the resale of they don't like the resale of games and stuff. Like, oh, I want to trade it in, and then now they can sell it for 50% markup what they gave you the price for, and the developer doesn't see a dime. But that's a completely different story. But
yeah.
Thanks for discussing that with me. That was awesome. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think we're good. We're a little over about 20 minutes over time.
No, it was we had a lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Yeah.
So.
But I want to thank everyone for watching. We had quite a few people in chat. Derp, Kurt, Ruben. Thank you guys for hopping in. Ruben actually held down the fort and dropped some links while we were talking about stuff. So huge kudos to Ruben. Again, let everyone know we do have a giveaway for Call of Duty World War II beta. It's on PS4. We will release those tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'll probably hop on. I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream. It's just going to depend on how everything's going at home. And if we can get them going, we'll get them going. We'll get it going. We'll maybe Friday night, maybe Saturday night, we're going to hop on and get a bunch of people on. We'll play. The winners are more than welcome. If you're not a winner, hop in with us. Comcast customers are able to get the beta for free. They go to, I forgot it was xfinity.com/Call of Duty or something.
Just Google Comcast. That's what I did right before the podcast. I just Googled Comcast Xfinity fucking World War II beta, and it just came up.
Yeah, xfinity.com/Call of Duty. So you can get it if you are a Comcast subscriber, which is actually pretty fucking awesome. That's pretty impressive. I mean, tomorrow night I will be streaming. I'm still deciding if I'm going to be streaming my regular Final Fantasy 3 because I'm super pumped to get back to that, or if I'm going to jump in and do the COD beta. So maybe if I can get a few viewers together, or any of you guys, if you want to jump in, or if Kurt or somebody wants to jump in, we can all play. But I don't know. I might do Final Fantasy tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have any plans to stream tomorrow, but if you're streaming, maybe you can call up the winners. We can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can give you the information on that. Cool. All right, anyway, we can talk about this later. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's much appreciated for hanging out with us, especially everyone in different time zones, like Matt, who's up past his bedtime because he has school and God knows what else.
I got work tomorrow too, early in the morning.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Anyone in chat, I think most of them are in the Discord. We have a Discord channel. It's underneath the actual stream. Hit that up. Continue the party on with us. We'll love it. Other than that, is there anything else you want to say, Matt? Or
no, that's pretty much it. I think that's a good little cast.
Solid cast. Again, this is the third week we've been doing this straight. This is the most consistent thing we've done GameOctane in a while, so I appreciate everyone. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys don't enjoy it, let me know. If you do enjoy it, let us know. You guys know where to find me. Klutz Leo on the internet, anywhere. Hit us up on our Discord. It's probably the quickest response you'll get from any of us. Go ahead, Matt. Tell you where they can find you out on the internet.
Yeah, I'm at Twitter at 16_bitbear. Yeah, definitely. If you have feedback, let us know about the podcast. We'd love feedback. I want to know what you guys want to see or want to hear. Or
yeah, if anyone has, if anyone else has like a topic they want to talk about, like going off of what Matt was saying, let us know. If you want to talk about entitlement of gamers, shit, we'll fucking stop this. We'll start another one right after this. We'll just keep going.
Let's go.
All right, thank you again, everyone. Have a good night.